Finally. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you a lot. I'll be teaching you guys how to play walls, how to do grounds well, and yeah, I'm doing this as my 4K special. So really quickly before we continue, thank you guys so fucking much for 4K subscribers. When I started this channel, I did it for fun, and I would have never expected it to go this far. And yeah, sorry for the delay, because I've just not been feeling too well recently. But yeah, today I feel better and I can record again. So let's get straight into it. Hell yeah! 4K! Okay, so really quickly before we get into the tutorial, I want to show you guys my little friend. You can come out now. There he is. That's my goofy friend, Lucid. He very Sigma weirdo, and he'll be teaching you some basic stuff, and I'll be teaching you advanced stuff. So let's get straight into it. Okay, now my goofy friend Lucid right there is gonna teach you some basic stuff about running fast. Whoosh.
Hey chat, so like something, I'm gonna teach you a few ones, rhythms and techniques, I guess. So first, this is like a normal two-hand, I guess. So your backhand is gonna be like that. This is most skill players run. So you're gonna be hitting like that. And then your front hand, you're gonna be like kind of meeting your hands here. And your hand's gonna be stretching, so it's gonna look a bit like this. You don't need to hold your buttons, and you can add a little bit flicking your wrist to it. And then, if you get decent at that one, it looks a little bit like this. And Sigma. And I'm teaching my one hand, because it's the best one hand run you can do. So, one thing with it is you need to keep a rhythm when you need to hit really hard. So a rhythm is basically where you hit close at the same time, practically the same like every time. So you would try and hit with the same wrist flick, and move close to the same time, in speed and everything. So, it would be flick your wrist out and into the back of your, like, to your back. Your arm is gonna like die after doing it for like a week, but if you keep pushing through it, your arm will eventually get used to it. So it's gonna look a bit like that. And because your controller's DCing behind your back, it's gonna give you extra push. And when you put that together, you get a little bit of this. I'm a little bit slow with it right now, but... So yeah. One thing, if you're short, this is like a run for short people. You kind of just doing the base trend. You just take your arm out and flick it in as hard as you can. You're probably gonna look a bit like this doing it. That's gonna extend your arm because of how hard you're flicking. So, yeah. Bye-bye.
Alright, and now I'm gonna show you guys a better example than that goofy monkey over there, because he's like, his arms are kind of sore on how the runs should look like when you actually do them like correctly. So let's just start with the two arm. So this part did right, and it's supposed to look like this. So that's what it's supposed to look like when done well. And then the one arm, it's just flick out, right? Go in, find your back, and it's supposed to look like this when done correctly. So yeah, I hope that you, I hope you guys get the idea now of how fast basic runs can also get. But now, we'll switch to my part, and I'm gonna teach you guys some advanced shit. Let's go! Alright, now, I'm gonna show you guys some advanced stuff. I'm gonna teach you my new two-arm run, and I'm gonna teach you some techniques that you can add to your run, and some things that you should keep an eye on when running, so that you can go max speed. So, what you're gonna do for my new two-hand is, it's really weird, I'm gonna go into first person to show you guys this. But, basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna go ahead, bring your arm out like this, come down, and twist it, and go all the way back, okay? This right here is what's called a TP tech, okay? That's gonna make you teleport. You can try and either go all the way back, like just straight up all the way back, or you can also try and go to the side a bit more. For me personally, going to the side more with this motion is gonna be better, but for everyone it's different. And then with my backhand, what I do is once I've gone and done this, I cross over, right? I have my hand upside down right here, and I just go all the way back. My controller disconnected. So it's right here, and then I just go all the way back and up, like this. And I always have my body turn in this direction, but I face in this direction, right? If you guys understand what I mean. So yeah, the run is gonna be like that. And then once you get good with it, you can start like ramping the speed up. So once you get faster with it, it'll look like this. That was a bad example. I'm kind of like not warmed up right now. But so I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of it. So yeah, you can try and go all the way back and all the way to the side. I'm gonna show you the difference for me. So this first one, I'm gonna go all the way back, and then the second one, I'm gonna go more to the sides. So this is just straight back. My left controller disconnected, so yeah. But this is what it looks like when I go more to the side. And as you can probably tell, going to the side for me is just way faster. So yeah, and now I'm gonna teach you guys my one-arm run. Me personally, I like doing one-arm runs with my left hand more because I'm left hand dominant. So what I do for this is, it's similar to the front hand previously, is I go out, twist my wrist, go back, and I twist it again right here so that it goes inwards again. So it's like that. And that's like, it's gonna be an annoying motion to learn, but you can basically just do it like this, I guess. And you're gonna have your body angled again, facing in the direction that you want to run to. Then once you do the run correctly, it'll look like this. So yeah, yet again, personal preference on if you want to go more back or more to the side. For one-arm runs, I'd recommend going more to the back because that'll make you go straight forward instead of like you accidentally like turn like that. But yeah, now this goopy monkey is gonna teach you guys some more advanced stuff. Whoosh.
So like, I know I did rhythm in the basic, but that was barely an example. So I'm gonna teach you rhythm, the difference between going fast and hard, and more like you said, advanced stuff. So the rhythm is basically how I explained it in basic, just a little bit more like detail of it. So like I said, it's like the speed and as hard as you hit and stuff, but there's a little bit more to rhythm. Because for rhythm, some people I see doing, their hand's going here and then it's going back here and then it's like everywhere. Their hand isn't doing the same thing every time, which is either going to make them turn or make them be slower in their run. So when you're practicing the run, this is one thing that not a lot of people do, but they need to start doing, is practice the motion and like slow motion like this. Do like the motion itself. And then you start picking up the speed of the motion until you go as fast as you want or as hard as you want. For me, if I was practicing the motion, I would start by going as hard as I want. I'd start by going. And then you want to add the speed to it gradually. And then eventually you can get a rhythm that you're comfortable with and works for you and is fast. If you play scrims, you don't really want to go over that speed, as I did, or you're most likely either going to get accused or forfeited. But if you're a full grand main, that's where he would help. So, bye-bye.
Okay, so now, me, Drake Show, I'm gonna teach you guys some techniques that you can do to go faster. So, the two like main techniques that I'm gonna talk about are called TP Tech and Fly Tech. The TP Tech is gonna try and force your body to go past the velocity cap, which will in turn either make you start flying or teleporting. But teleport, like the TP Tech is mainly for teleporting because it's not gonna like put you up, but more like forwards. So basically, how I already taught you guys in my advanced run is the TP Tech is just twisting your wrist basically when you hit the ground and then pulling out the motion. So you want to do for TP Techs, if you can do this with any run, you just want to like max out the motion and try and like hit really hard. Hitting hard in this case is going to make you go faster because you're trying to break the velocity cap, which if you're just moving your hands fast, there's no power behind it, then you won't be able to break it. So yeah, you're just going to try and like twist your wrist like this. You can also do it with your backhand like that. And yeah, that's basically what a TP Tech would be. And I'm gonna just quickly show you the difference between no tech and TP Tech. And you're gonna see it from his POV. Alright, so now, from his POV, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm also in the top left somewhere here, I'm gonna have my POV. So basically, this first one, I'm just gonna do this right here as the run, but I'm not gonna add any tech to it. So this is no teching it. Then afterwards, I'm gonna do TP tech. So yeah, that's without a technique. And now I'm gonna teach or show you guys what it would look like if you were to do a TP tech with it. So this is what TP tech would look like. So yeah,
One thing
I hope.
I want to point out is when you do TP tech, you look like you're on more prats because you're hitting harder.
What you just said is true, and it's also gonna sometimes it's gonna make your controllers DC, which is the case for me. So yeah, now I'm gonna teach you guys what a fly tech will be. So fly tech is really weird because you're going to want to hold your wrist completely stiff. You don't really want to twist it. You don't want to really move it or anything. You can do it with basically any run, but it's literally basically just holding your wrist completely stiff and just trying to only move your elbows and your shoulders, or well, moving your arm from those positions. So no wrist motions, just pure that. So this is what it would look like if you were to do. Well, first off, I'm gonna show you normal again, and then a fly tech. You'll see it from his POV again. All right, you ready to see me do this stuff? All right, so here, guys, this is what it would look like for no tech and then fly tech. So no tech looks like this, right? And then fly tech would look like this. I can't promise that it's gonna be a good fly tech, but you're most likely gonna see me start floating a little bit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was pretty obvious to see that I started going upwards. And yeah, that was basically it for the main techs. It's just for TP tech, you're just gonna twist your wrist inwards like this. And for a fly tech, you're just gonna hold your wrist straight. All right, so now I'm gonna quickly show you how you can abuse your tracking, aka DC running. This will completely depend on what headset you're on. If you're on a lighthouse or base station tracked headset, this is basically gonna be impossible for you. This mainly works for inside-out tracking headsets because they can't track completely. So what you're gonna do for DC running is you're just gonna try and first off face away from your controllers, right, while running. And you want to try and put your controllers as far back as possible so that they just straight up disconnect from your headset. And you'll notice that they're DCing because once they're all the way back, you bring your arms forwards, they're just gonna jitter forward. So it will look something like that, as you just saw my hand jitter forwards. So yeah, this is what a DC run would look like. I'm not gonna do an example for a normal running because you've seen it 2 times now, but I'm gonna try my best to do a DC run. So this is what it would look like. So yeah, right there, as you also can see at the very end, man went like this. Yeah. So yeah, your hands are just.
His tracking doesn't really let him.
Yeah, your tracking is most likely just gonna go flying to Narnia. It's gonna make you look like you have 500 bajillion predictions, and yeah. Now he's gonna show you guys headset-specific runs.
For my headset, Mr. Pico, we're gonna do the tracking abuse run. So for Pico, this is more of a tracking and headset abuse. So first, with your backhands, you're gonna be just hitting like that, and your controller, if you do it kind of behind you, your controller's gonna DC like that, which is gonna be abusing the tracking because as you can see, I'm lightly hitting, and you can see I'm going fast. My controller DC'd there, but I'm tippy tapping, literally just like that, and you can see how fast I'm going. So that's how the backhand works. And with the front hand, you'll be clicking out like that and clicking in with like a full arm movement. That doesn't really matter on the speed, but it does matter on how hard you hit. You have to get a decent reception on that, like that. So it's gonna look like something like that. I'm not really good at Pico on, but yeah. Index one, I can't really do it because I don't have base stations. So with your backhand, it's just gonna be straight back, back forward with your arm fully extended as much as you can. And your front hand is just gonna circle like this. So it's like, I'm not gonna index one, but yeah. Quest one, probably the worst one of the remote. I recommend just learning index one for the quest, but quest one is doing this. You're bringing your arm all the way in and you're curving your controllers so they get close like that. I've practiced quest one a bit, so I'm kind of fast with it, but yeah. And something I want to point out is, doesn't matter what one you do, as long as you master it, you'll get good with it and be fast. Bye-bye. Alright, so walls isn't really like our specialty, but we do know a bit about it, so I'll try and help you with the record. So one thing is, you want to have a full range motion, where your arm is practically going in front of you and then behind your back. That's one thing that's going to get you way faster. And one thing is you can slightly look into the wall like that. Don't like stare at it like that, because that's not really going to help you. And one thing you realize on walls, if you're going and your voice starts shaking, that means you're going hard enough, because I'll show you. I'm just doing it normally and my voice isn't really shaking. And if I try hard, my voice starts shaking a little bit because of how hard you're moving your arm. So the motion is like that. This is my motion. I slightly look at the wall and I push behind my back and it abuses your tracking and sticks you to the wall. Sort of like that. So that's the wall motion. And to vert, you kind of just want to have a hit down like that. Verting really isn't that good, you just want to learn how to wall scale fast, like something like this. Like something like that. But yeah. Goodbye. I'm gonna go crazy.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go subscribe to him, the link to his channel will be in the description. He's a very silly, goofy goober. And yeah, thank you guys so much for 4K, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!